Welcome to the Jamaica Young Police channel. To our loyal viewers and subscribers, at the channel we are a group of law-abiding citizens who believe in the rule of law and respect the rights of every citizen, but not the ones who do not subscribe to such behavior. We do believe in and support preemptive strikes because it saves lives. That is a logical conclusion because preemptive strikes save lives and prevent the further loss of lives. We are all about saving lives on this channel. We at this channel aid criminals, their financiers, their supporters, enablers, and the likes with a passion, and we do not want them over here. Yes, let us repeat ourselves. We do not want any criminal supporters over here. Please, we do not want your views, your subscriptions, your likes, or your comments. Please go elsewhere where the red carpet is waiting for you. Over here, we want you, the criminal supporters, enablers, financiers, and all the likes, to go to prison or madness. Let me repeat myself. We at the Jamaica Young Police channel, we do not want the criminal supporters and their circle over here. We want you to go to prison or madness. Moving on to our video. So as you know, we at the Jamaica Young Police channel, we support, we support Miss Paula Llewellyn, for the government to extend our term, because look, she's one of the best and the most reliable person that's ever served in that chair. And the reason why we support Miss Paula Llewellyn is not because she's fair, ethical, decent, honest, and she can't be bought, and she's not in playing any political football as the DPP. So look, no one can say that Miss Paula Llewellyn, that she's PMP or GLP. The woman is just fair. That's why we love her. Yes, I won't say that without any apology. Anytime she's wrong, yeah, we do criticize her, but you understand, we don't expect there's a perfect human being. And even if you have your wife or your children, you're going to have disagreements. So that's, and I think with Miss Llewellyn too, we have disagreement with her at times, and we never hide it. But at the same token, she's the best person for the job. None of them, what's her name, Pyke, would be a big distraction and disgrace to have her there as the leader of the DPP. And we say that without any apology, because she's a criminal supporter and a criminal enabler. Pyke is not someone who is for the rule of law. She's for the criminals. So that's why we support Miss Paula Llewellyn, because Miss Paula Llewellyn, she's the director of public prosecution that will keep the Jamaican people safe, and she's fair, and that's the most important thing. Miss Paula Llewellyn, she's the best, she's the brightest, the smartest. So we imploring anything that you see the opposition oppose, that it is a good thing, because the PMP LGBTQ plus party is a criminal organization, and I know where their thing is coming from. You understand? It all has to do with a thieving former minister of government, Karen Spencer. Yeah, so that's why they put up that block, so that them don't want to extend her, because them know that Pyke would be, she would not pursue all the criminal charges against Karen Spencer, because she's a PMP LGBTQ plus activist in the DPP's office. And the reason why we said that is the way that she had prosecuted cases with police officers, and she has hell-bent, she had made it a point of her duty to say that she's going to try to send as many police officers to prison. You understand? I don't know which police officers are dump her, you understand? So she's carrying belly for police officer. We don't want her there. She's a criminal supporter, and they could keep Miss Paula Llewellyn until she whole, as long as our brain is working. We at the Jamaica Young Police channel support her, not Pyke. No to Pyke. She's the criminal's best prosecutor. We don't want nothing to do with her. So we're imploring on the government to keep Miss Paula Llewellyn, because she's the best. She's the best, the brightest, and the smartest. Pyke even wipe with shirt the dirt off her Paula Llewellyn shoes. And she think that because she have fair complexion, she's not half as bright as Paula. I am telling you that because I know Miss Llewellyn from I was a young police officer. This woman is a patriot. Paula Llewellyn, yes, patriot. So yeah, so the government, as you know, that the government wanted to extend Miss Llewellyn contract because she's the best, So the government decision to increase the retirement age for the Director of Public Prosecution, DPP, Miss Paula Llewellyn, has sparked a public row between King's Counsel and her Senior Deputy Director of Public Prosecution, Kathy and Pyke, who in an 11-page letter leveled damning allegation against her stewardship. And look, before we continue the journey, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, I'll say yes, this is the time to subscribe. Yes, subscribe to the channel, like the video. Yes, like the video. If you reach this far, just like the video. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel, subscribe, like the video, share the video, comment below, and most importantly, click on the Patreon link. There's a Patreon link in the description box. Click on the Patreon link where you will get access to things that people on YouTube can't get access to because of the things that YouTube won't allow. So the page will get a link, and we don't like that. So that's why we have a Patreon, and Patreon give you privacy. So those who want to support the channel and those who have been supporting the channel, because yes, you notice that we shut down the membership for YouTube because we have Patreon, so we don't want to have too many things out there for people who are supporting the channel. So you want to support the channel, there's a Patreon link. So monthly subscription, same thing as YouTube. So we'll continue the journey. Moving on. So yeah, so Miss Kathy and Pyke, the prosecutor's criminal best friend. Yes, she write an 11-page letter, and sent to the Prime Minister. Can you believe this is politics now? So you understand? I don't know, because she thinks that she the only thing that she's put in the letter is, boy, Miss Paula Llewellyn, she black and all them thing, because his class, his class is racism now, because she wants to say, boy, because boy, me brown, and me more white, and Paula Llewellyn is black, and so she had tried to come in with play the race thing now against Paula Llewellyn, because Paula Llewellyn brighter and all of them, and she's a walking encyclopedia when it comes on to the laws of Jamaica. We haven't seen anything like that, and the most important thing, she's the first woman to fearless, and we love her. Yeah, hey, she know. I tell you, man. I remember as a young police in Clarendon, and she came there. And when she prosecute case, man, this woman, and she stand up on her feet, and I look a liar, them could have seasoned, look more senior, them can't manage her, because she know her stuff. You understand? Kathy Pyke, a baby to her. Kathy Pyke is a criminal supporter. Yeah. So we at the Jamaica Young Police channel there, Miss Paula Llewellyn is the best Director of Public Prosecution, and we at the Jamaica Young Police channel trust her 100%. She's honest. Kathy Pyke is not a honest person, because we have seen where she have ditched evidence and exhibits that would exonerate police officers. You understand? Hide all the photograph the man from crime scene and them thing that she go. Kathy Pyke will go. You understand? If I went after Miss Paula Llewellyn, them extend Miss Paula Llewellyn time after that, and just reduce it back so Kathy Pyke can get him to go home. You understand? So the government decision to increase the retirement age, for Paula Llewellyn, as spark, Kathy Pyke leveling damning allegation against her. So the letter sent to the Prime Minister Andrew Holness and Justice Minister Delroy Chuck on Thursday called for the postponement of an amendment to the Constitution which would allow Llewellyn to remain in office for at least 2 more years. Pyke also calls for an investigation into the viability of the office of DPP, citing concern among prosecutors and a lack of confidence in Llewellyn's stewardship in the future. In the circumstances, I am humbly asking for a reconsideration of this proposed amendment, as in all circumstances it would be manifestly unjust and unreasonable for Ms. Paula Llewellyn, King's Counsel, to be given an extension for another term under these amendments or any means whatsoever, she said in the letter dated July 27. But in a six-page response, the DPP hit back calling Pyke, whom she has known for approximately 30 years, bitter. Simple as that. Simple as that. Simple, you said it right. Llewellyn said that though our deputy is very experienced as a prosecutor, her professional decorum and behavior have occasionally left much to be desired. And we agree with you, Miss Llewellyn, because that is true. She has shown it in so many cases, especially involving police officers. And it's all because she used to date a policeman when she was a young prosecutor and him dump her. If you're a prettier girl, I just saw it go on them things. So she have barely a care for police. So she's a criminal's best friend. And we like how you just put it out, say her decorum, or professional decorum and behavior have occasionally left much to be desired. That are your boss saying that about you. How dare you to write to the Prime Minister about your boss? And you expect to get the job. What kind of person? You can be only a bitter person. My God, man, you don't have nothing about you. I've never seen anything about. Well, you can't take the pig out of the sty, but you can't take the sty out of the pig. You understand? You're not supposed to be leading the DPP's office, Kathy Pyke, because with this letter to show that you want to step into the political fray, to tell the Prime Minister not to do this or do that, after them already make up their mind, because them see that the lady, she's fair and just. She's not a political hack, and she just do her job, and she don't report to nobody but the people of Jamaica. So you want to come change it and tell them don't do this. Look at you too. We born for, we support Miss Llewellyn all the time. So Miss Pyke has always been bitterly resentful, extremely upset, distraught, and expressed feelings of hurt and disrespect to me and other staff members because she has not been placed to head a unit, said Llewellyn in her rebuttal. Okay, so she has been bitter. So listen this, Miss Pyke has always been bitterly resentful, extremely, I saw you go on them thing there. You can't expect to treat your boss a certain way your boss are treat you good here. Your boss I got to put you in your place, make you know, say, look, I'm me in charge. And it's two of you in charge. Me, by law, I am in charge. You are my second eye. And I decide who I want to head certain units. So she resigned. So she want to choose your thing. And she said, no, I don't say it work. Me are the boss and them thing there. You understand? And you're a lead and followers follow. So that is what Miss Llewellyn has been doing. She's a leader, and we applaud her for that. And we know that she's a good leader. You understand? So Miss Pyke, she has always been bitterly resentful, extremely upset, distraught, and expressed feelings of hurt and disrespect to me and other staff members because she has not been placed to head a unit, said Llewellyn in her rebuttal. It is indeed unfortunate, and it pains me to say this. Although she has a brilliant mind in respect of research and vast experience as a prosecutor, her interpersonal skills notwithstanding, our best efforts to put her in a space to enhance these skills and emotional intelligence to facilitate more kindness to her colleagues, both internally and externally, that these efforts continue to fail for the most part, she added. You go open up a can of room now and you say you will never become director of public prosecution because this letter alone destroy your character. You don't have no interpersonal skills, none whatsoever. And for you to be a leader, you have to have that. That's one of the most important thing. And you don't have no emotional intelligence either. So you lack all those things to be a leader. You understand? And Paula Llewellyn, what a man! Wow. The DPP defended her tenure, arguing that her office is highly respected and regarded by international partners. That is so true. Yes, them say that. And the American Justice Department of Justice, them said that about Paula Llewellyn and say, yeah, she's well respected Llewellyn said that she has, among other things, facilitated growth and evolution of the Office of DPP from 23 lawyers and an office to one air-conditioned unit in the building to an office with 58 lawyers with first-class accommodations and amenities, including first-class library. She said that the Office of Service Commission has been asked to investigate the unprofessional conduct of Pyke, which she said has put the office into disrepute. Yes, that is true. On Friday, constitutional lawyer Dr. Lloyd Barnett, our PNP activist, before we go any further, Lloyd Barnett is a PNP LGBTQ plus activist. Them, one thing with them now have no conscience, no decency, no honesty, no truthfulness in them. Nothing. You understand? Very rare you can't find an honest PNP LGBTQ plus supporter. Them are liars, propagandists, and them tell lie on people and smear people and try to destroy people's character. That's how them operate. So let's see what him said now. So Dr. Lloyd Barnett described the development as sad, but said he could not comment further as the matter may end up in court. He said the government amendment of the Constitution in the manner it was done is inconsistent with good practice. For that type of amendment to be done overnight without consultation with the opposition or public discussion and to have rushed through Parliament by using government majority is inconsistent with the basic principles that constitutional change should seek to gain consensus and not to be done based purely on whether you have their majority or not. Barnett told the Gleaner. It is a national process and we should seek a national approach, he said. The Gleaner has learned that Michael Hilton, a constitutional lawyer, has been retained to initiate proceedings for an involved party. When contacted on Friday, Hilton declined to comment, confirming that he is professionally involved. The lack of consultation and troubling approach of the passage of an amendment to the Supreme Law has rendered the Office of Director of Public Prosecution into unnecessary controversy and disarray. Executive Director for Jamaican for Justice, Michael Jackson, said on Friday, hey, Jamaican for Justice not no credibility. We're not even listening to them because they're a criminal supporter. And that the ugly that the woman and if he said nothing. You understand? I just if you put up an address, make any one of them guy they want come take with them one from her, them just go and take it, cause that's cause she has said I'll leave a rapist, she has said boy rapist to get probation and them thing there, you understand? Yeah, Michael Jackson. I cast no aspersion on the office holder, but her tenure is now untenable, Jackson tweeted. Please, oh please. She said the Office of Director of Public Prosecution, which is a critical one that must be impartial, is now mirrored in conservative due to poor handling by the government. The Senate on Friday approved the bill to increase the retirement age of the office holder of the Director of Public Prosecution Auditor General from 60 to 65, despite mounting controversy. The Constitution Amendment Section 96(1) and 12 bill, which was passed in the lower house of Parliament on Tuesday, was approved by the upper house. So, the people that follow the law and them thing, they understand, how is that unconstitutional? Just keeping yourself honest, what's the thing? You understand? It's all about Jamaica. It's not about you or me or what you feel. You understand? So, 11 government senators voted in favor of the bill, while 6 opposition senators voted against it. Leader of the opposition business in the Senate, Peter Bontino, argued that the bill should not be rammed through Parliament to facilitate one person. Said the opposition has written to the Governor General, Sir Patrick Allen, and Attorney General Dr. Derek McCoy, expressing grave concern about the expected passage of the bill. Bunting argued, among other things, that the Office of the Director of Public Prosecution has been criticized by the Organization of American States mechanism for implementation of the Inter-American Convention Against Corruption. He said too that the office had been criticized by the then Office of Contractor General for the lack of corruption prosecutions. Bunting said, with the record of performance of the Office of Director of Public Prosecution, extending Paula Llewellyn tenure would be a travesty. I know why, because she not use the Office of Director of Public Prosecution to pursue political witch hunt. You know, that's, yeah. All them do it now and them think that they want to charge people without evidence. Rule for charge people for, yeah, without evidence. That's how them rolling. You understand? They don't like it, they make up things like how Peter Bunting, like how he make up things about Philip Powell and Darrell Vaz, make them take with them visa. So him not for talking, because this brother are corrupt to the core. Peter Bunting is one of the worst PNP ever. Him and Peter Phillips are too wicked, too Peter them, you know, and they mash up the PNP party. You know. The PNP party come like a broke down truck right now, you know. Believe you me, you know. All the two of them mash it up because both of them want to become Prime Minister, and both of them will never be Prime Minister because they are not genuine people, they are not patriots. These people are just self-serving people and ideologues, and all them care about are themselves. They don't care about Jamaica. So the increased retirement age will push that to 17. Such protracted tenure robs the office of opportunity of new thinking and energy, he said, questioning the government motives behind keeping Llewellyn in office throughout the debate. He introduced the letter Pyke, pen to the Senate, arguing that from him introduced that. So you know, say Pyke is a PNP LGBTQ plus activist. That's why she write the Prime Minister. Anyone who's working, because she knows, based on her seniority and them thing there, I shall get a good pay and them thing there, but because she know, so she know, she want to use the office now for you political retribution and thing and do all kind of shenanigans to the PNP LGBTQ plus party. Because so them operate, you know. Them not believe in a fairness and equity. Them believe in a corruption and do all kind of corrupt deed for achieve power. Just like when PJ Patterson was Prime Minister, every time before election, what them do? They use the police force. They go down to Tivoli and start kill people. And then they hear some boy shoot out and them thing there. When they go down to Tivoli, alright, number one, police. The only time police raid a community, you have information that gun is there and you have crime that is committing there. Tivoli Garden, we know the Tivoli Garden have mother of all garrison in Jamaica. We not know if not buts. But the thing is that with me as a farmer detective, my thing is that with the security force, how them used to operate when I was there as a police, as a detective, every time on an election or the government use the police force to create a distraction and to paint the liberate them as terrorists. While our PNP have the most terrorists in the Kingston metropolitan area, you know, them never go, when them in a power, them never send the police them to which part me ban and go a jungle and lock it down and kill so many people as them do to Tivoli. I believe in equity and fairness. Them don't believe in that. Them believe in anything when them do by any means necessary. You understand? Or you just get up and you just go down to one place because the people them are from the next side. I make the police and just go there and start shoot and kill people. And then you get the corrupt media to say, yeah, we come down and them start shoot off away. And then now, based on where the people would know say where them have the gun them illegal. So them now the man them down there now say boy we can't afford for them kill off with mother or daughter them. Although them know say them but them do are illegal, you know. And them take on the security forces. And that's how I'll hold you're looking at whole people when you done 26 people dead. Out of 26, 23 of them are woman, a whole woman, and pitney, and three old man. And then you go say boy, the other man them were dead, the man them take them away and all them thing, and then you find a gun. And then the next thing, 3 weeks after that election call, because the people them done see the image them on the TV, the whole people shot them a fire. And that's how PNP always do. When I was a police officer, I hate them thing there. You use the security forces to stay in a power. And at that now, so say Peter Bunting entering the letter with Katy Pyke, right. That for sure says she's a PNP LGBTQ plus activist. Alone as somebody, you know, that our farmer, minister of tourism, you know. You understand where down a Center or Trelawney. She did done say already, you know, say them, you know, the PNP, you know, they make certain say, you know, them put PNP activists in every government department. So in time them left them still have PNP, the people they have them in a power to cause disruption. Them say it, you know, not me. I am just saying from memory, because one thing my mother always say, while you know, a liar eat people who have good memory. So what Kathy Pyke is doing, you know, is their modus operandi. This is what they are doing. They don't care about Jamaica. They don't care about power. So that's why they want Kathy Pyke there. How dare you for undercut your boss? And look, we must understand, in a life everybody have ego, you know. You think she go write that letter now about Paula Lowen? You think say she expect now say Paula Lowen I go treat her, you know, with the utmost respect, and you understand? She go be cordial with her because them work together, but in I see it, you have to remember, you know, say she try undercut her, and the verse she try to create create a distraction. We say, oh, the woman environment is hostile. Last week Paula Lowen come out in support of our prosecutors, them forget better pay. She not say nothing, Kathy Pyke not say nothing, because she want Paula Lowen share. You understand? But she must not get it. You understand? You think the politician them might eat that at Jamaica? Like, you understand, like the PNP LGBTQ plus low IQ people, them were slow. A time now we stop use everything as political football. It's supposed to be all about Jamaica, Team Jamaica. Nothing supposed to be no PNP or about no Labour, it's about Jamaica. I mean, I say nothing else with no politics. Team Jamaica, we see. Paula Lowen is the best person to lead the DPP. Kathy Pyke not to lead it, period. She not any prosecutor when I like police or PNP. PNP mind criminal mind people them. Criminal like police. Anybody when I like police a criminal mind person. You understand? And she don't like police because she was a policeman, you know, when time she young, beat it and leave it. If a man find a prettier woman and them jail with them, they're going to leave you. You understand? So she beat her against police. Paula Lowen, she's a professional woman. You understand? And she weather all kind of storm. She know her thing and we love her. Yeah, we at the Jamaica Young Police Channel love Paula Lowen. Yeah man, cause when me a young police, you know, man, me used to love to sit down and chat talking in a court, you know. Man, me I tell you, man, believe you me. So a Paula Lowen we are riding a Kathy Pyke. No, we're not supporting no day. No Kathy Pyke, none. So we not support Peter Bunting either. Peter Bunting are evil. So Peter Bunting he introduced a letter, Pyke, Kathy Pyke pen, to the Senate, arguing that the rationale to move the retirement age for Llewellyn and Attorney General Pamela Monroe Ellis is flawed. Pamela Monroe Ellis is a PNP LGBTQ plus activist. We know that. And see, at the Labour, they might extend fair time. But yet still, you know, you saw them stay because them not like Paula Llewellyn, you know, because Paula Llewellyn in a nasty business, you know. Them a bonfire part, but them not a bonfire pan Pamela Monroe Ellis. You understand, boy? You understand what I'm saying? So justification does not accord with settled principle of constitutional law, the most important of which is the recognition that the Constitution is the supreme law, and any law that is in contravention of the Constitution is void ab initio, the senior deputy DPP said. But Government Senator Matthew Samoda hit back, questioned whether the fascination, deep-seated attack on Llewellyn was because she prosecuted certain people in the past. You saw Matthew Samoda smart, and he's talking about Kern Spencer. Yes, thief in Kern Spencer. As she prosecute Danai Williams too. Paula Llewellyn no player. She no business here. Oh, you understand? She prosecute anybody. I see that Paula Llewellyn prosecute Royal Reed right now. You understand? I mean, no, so them are convict him. Him could have deal him and go walk house. But we so do all that thing about him. Because I mean, no blame a fight. After him done thief the money and him thing, you know, go to court and see if you can get with some little boy, yeah, constitutional this, that. You understand? Them just need for take away bail, man. Take away Royal Reed bail, he might get too much trouble. Come out there and have a pay problem, I try. Like him thinking he can run out the clock. You got prison, man, you're a thief. Yeah, but we like Matthew Samoda, what him say. So he said there appeared to be personal vendetta at play in the opposition's objection to increase in the retirement age for Llewellyn in particular. He called Pyke a disgruntled employee and said the constitutional amendment should not have been debated in the manner it was. It's a disgrace, said Samuda. Yeah man, Samuda said it best. So we at the Jamaica Young Police Channel, we support Miss Paula Llewellyn. We don't support Kathy Pyke. And we support what the government is doing that is best for Jamaica. Not for the GLP LGBTQ plus government or the PNP LGBTQ plus party, but for Jamaica and the Jamaican people. End of story. Nothing else. We at the Jamaica Young Police Channel, we are on Team Jamaica. We are not in any corruption or any corrupt political party. Not looking out for them criminal friend. Yeah, you understand? Like when I come back the other day and I put up our teeth in Kern Spencer. I mean, no say I belly them a care for Paula Llewellyn because Paula Llewellyn knows that Kern Spencer thief in money and should have got to prison. I them a care belly for. So go ahead, Bunting. You're all carousing. So yeah man, we support Paula Llewellyn. So I just say go. You understand? We here is all about, it's not who's right, it's what is right. And we here, we are on Team Jamaica. We are not on a GLP LGBTQ plus party or slash government or PNP LGBTQ plus party, which is a criminal organization. Have yourself a beautiful day. Jamaica Young Police Channel out.